This will greatly improve air quality and also provide a new boost to the automotive demand. The scrapping ecosystem will also be generating an employment for more than 20,000 people in the next 2 to 3 years. Further, scrapping will boost sales of emerging segments such as electric vehicles and flex engine vehicles. The newer vehicles with improved mileage and lower maintenance cost will bring additional savings to the vehicle owners. It is estimated that the automotive demand generated by the scrapping policy will lead to an addition GST revenue of Rs 40,000 crore to the government, and the raw material cost for cars will get down by 30%. Recently, in the annual budget announcement of our finance minister has announced incentives to state government worth Rs 2,000 crore for this year and Rs 3,000 crore for 2023-24 to expedite the implementation of scrapping program. We have ensured that there is minimum compliances, mostly on a self-certification basis, and we have provided for a single window clearance portal to get all the permissions. The vehicle scrap program will benefit multiple stakeholders such as automotive, steel and scrapping industry and the citizens of the state governments. The business of vehicle scrapping has proven synergy with the material recycling businesses. As per a study report on metals and mining, India's import of scrap was around 4 million metric tons and would be 5 million metric tons by 2030. In the course of heavy import and rising cost of metal prices, the scrapping ecosystem will bring significant benefit to the Indian economy. The challenge to establish a circular economy is that how to recover maximum value from the scrapped or end-of-life vehicles. The technology used for scrapping will be the game changer in deciding the economics of scrapping and recycling. Apart from metals like steel, aluminum and copper, there are many other rare earth metals such as that can be recovered from auto scrap. While the industry is facing a global semiconductor chip shortage, and we must think of how we can use scrapping policy to address this concern. Semiconductor metals such as lithium and aluminum can be reused in automobile components. Aluminum can be used in EV battery technology such as aluminum air, which is being developed by Indian Oil. The rare earth metals such as neodymium is used as NDFE magnet in electric vehicles, and rubber from tires is being mixed with the bitumen in powder form. The road surface made with this rubberized bitumen gives good riding quality and durability. Also, the steel tires are being used as steel fibers in making high-strength concretes. By using it and a deck slab, the distance between the two piers of the bridges can increase up to 120 meters. Presently, it is 40 meters. The scientific methods will improve the percentage of scrap recovery, benefiting scrap aggregators, and all stakeholders can learn more other nations such as Belgium and Japan, where 90 to 95% of the vehicle is recovered with vehicle design, component mix and recycling technology. The improved availability of these metals will reduce our dependency on their imports and reduce the cost of auto components. Friends, we need to think of different methods to reduce the operational cost of scrapping. On mass level scrapping, waste disposal cost associated with the landfilling of automotive shredder, residue ASR can be reduced, and adoption of advanced recycling technology will enable great recycling of metal fractions of scrap vehicles. Initiatives are needed to recover scrap in the domestic market with the ultimate objective of extracting high-grade steel and steel melting shops. Setting up scrapping centers can largely result in import substitution of steel scrap. India imports around 8 million tons of scrap steel annually. A typical scrapping center of 25,000 annual capacity can generate about 70,000 tons of scrap steel annually. About 50 to 60 scrapping centers can significantly bring down the demand for imported scrap steel, making India self-reliant. I am always insisting for use of alternative to steel in construction works. The energy cost and environmental regulations are also driving a move to increase use of scrap. Further, the vehicle scrapping policy will promote the establishment of organized setup for the scrapping and dismantling of vehicle and thereby generating employment. My aim is to develop a scrapping center within a reach of 150 km from all the city centers. I am happy to know that the Tata Motor is planning to open at least one unit in all states. As of now, they have initiated work of establishing units in 12 cities across the country. India has potential to become a scrapping hub of the entire South Asia region. We can import large numbers of old vehicles from Bangladesh, Bhutan, Myanmar, Maldives, Nepal and Sri Lanka for scrapping in our country. We can establish special automobile zones, particularly clusters in the port area. There will be a huge opportunity for startups, small business groups and even academic institutions such as IIT, universities for establishing scrapping centers, vehicles, fitness check and recycling unit. They can make joint ventures with automakers and international export firms from the scrapping and recycling sector. Ultimately, the vehicle scrapping ecosystem